Welcome to day 10 of the 28-day gratitude challenge. Today is Magic Dust Everyone. Begins with a quote from St. Ambrose. No duty is more urgent than that of returning thanks. Ancient spiritual teachings say that when we give thanks to another person with a full heart, it returns to us 100-fold. So being grateful and saying thank you to another person for anything you receive from them is not only urgent, it is vital to improving your life. Gratitude is a powerful energy, and so whomever you direct gratitude's energy towards, that's where it goes. If you think of gratitude's energy looking like sparkling magic dust, then when you express gratitude to another person in return for something you've received from them, you are literally sprinkling them with magic dust. The powerful positive energy in the magic dust reaches and affects whomever you sprinkle it on. Most of us make contact with many people every day, whether on the phone, through email, or face-to-face at work, in stores, restaurants, elevators, buses, trains, and in many cases, the people that we make contact with deserve our gratitude because we are receiving something from them. Think about the people you encounter on a typical day who provide you with some kind of service, like those who work in stores or restaurants, bus or cab drivers, customer service people, cleaners, or the staff at your work. The people who work in service are giving themselves to serve you, and you are receiving their service. If you don't say thank you in return for their service, then you're not being grateful, and you're stopping the good from coming into your life. Think about the maintenance workers who keep our transportation system working safely, and those who maintain the service of utilities such as electricity, gas, water, and our roads. Think about the cleaners of the world who clean our streets, public bathrooms, trains, buses, airplanes, hospitals, restaurants, supermarkets, office buildings. You can't personally say thank you to all of them, but you can sprinkle them with magic dust by saying thank you the next time you pass one of them. And you can be grateful the next time you sit at your clean desk or walk on a clean sidewalk or across a polished floor. When you're at a cafe or restaurant, sprinkle magic dust by saying thank you to each person as they serve you, whether cleaning the table, giving you the menu, receiving your order, filling your glass with water, serving the meal you ordered, clearing the table, giving you the bill, or giving you change. Remember to say thank you every single time. If you're in a store or supermarket checkout, sprinkle magic dust and say thank you to the person who serves or packs your groceries. If you're traveling by plane, sprinkle magic dust by saying thank you to the people who check you in, the people in security, the person who checks your ticket as you board, the cabin crew who greets you as you enter the plane. And during the flight, say thank you to the cabin crew every time they perform a service for you. Serving you drinks and food, removing your plate or trash is a service. The airline thanks you for flying with them, and the captain thanks you, and the crew thanks you. So do the same as you leave the plane and say thank you. And every time you take off or land at your destination, say thank you because the fact that you can fly is an absolute miracle. Be grateful to the people who assist you at work, whether it's their clerical staff, receptionist, canteen staff, cleaners, customer service people, or any of your work colleagues. Magic dust them all with thank you, for they're all doing you a service, and they deserve your continued gratitude in return. Store assistants, waiters, and waitresses work very hard to serve people. They have chosen a job to serve other people, and serving the public means encountering all kinds of people in varying moods, including those who are ungrateful. Next time you're being served by another person, remember that that person who is serving you is a precious daughter or son to parents, an irreplaceable brother or sister to siblings, a mother or father to a family and children, and a loved and adored partner or friend, and they deserve your kindness and patience. At times you may encounter a person in service who behaves rudely to you or who doesn't give you the attention that you think you deserve. It may be more challenging to be grateful in these situations, but your gratitude cannot depend on another person's behavior. Choose to be grateful no matter what. Choose magic in your life no matter what. It might help you to remember that you don't know what difficulty somebody might be going through at the time that you connect with him or her. They may be feeling unwell. Maybe they just lost a loved one. Their marriage might have just ended. Or they might be in desperation and at the tipping point in their life. Your gratitude and kindness might be the most magical thing that happened to them that day. And there's a quote from Philo of Alexandria: "Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle." If you thank someone on the phone for his or her help, don't throw away your thank you. Instead, give a reason why you're grateful. For example, thank you for your help. Thank you for going out of your way for me. Thank you for giving me so much of your time. Thank you for resolving that situation for me. I am very grateful to you. You will be amazed at the response from the other person when you do this one simple thing, because they will feel your sincerity. When you say thank you to someone in person, look at him or her in their face. They will not feel your gratitude or receive your magic dust unless you're looking directly at them. You've wasted an opportunity to help a person or to change your own life if you say thank you to the air, or thank you as you're looking down, or thank you while you're on your cell phone, because you're not really sincere when you do that. A couple of years ago, when I was in a store buying a gift for my sister, the store assistant who served me listened to what I was looking for and then went on the search for the perfect gift as though it was her sister. As the store assistant handed me the bag containing the perfect, beautifully wrapped gift, I received a call on my cell phone. I was finishing the call when I reached the front entrance of the store and suddenly was unsettled. I immediately returned to the store assistant who had helped me and not only thanked her, but I told her why I was grateful to her and how much I appreciated everything she did for me. I showered her with gratitude's magic dust. Her eyes filled with tears, and the biggest smile you've ever seen swept across her face. Every action always has an equal reaction. If you really mean it when you say thank you, the other person will feel it. And you will not only have made the other person feel really good, but your gratitude will fill you with an indescribable happiness. And that day, I walked out of the store indescribably happy. I don't use magic dust for the people who serve. I use magic dust for all kinds of situations. When I say goodbye to my daughter before she drives home, I feel gratitude for her arriving home safely. I wave my fingers in the air and imagine sprinkling magic dust over her and her car. Sometimes I sprinkle magic dust on my computer before I begin a new project, or sprinkle magic dust ahead of me before I walk into a store to look for something in particular that I need. My daughter uses magic dust when she's driving, and if she sees another person who seems to be stressed and is speeding, she sprinkles magic dust all over them to help them feel better and to keep them safe. Today, take gratitude's magic dust with you and look for people who work in service, and look for an opportunity where you can sprinkle magic dust on everyone by saying thank you. Thank at least 10 people who perform different services that you've benefited from today. It doesn't matter if you don't get an opportunity to do it in person. You can mentally acknowledge the person whose services that you've benefited from. The magic dust will still reach them. As an example, mentally say to yourself, I am really grateful to the cleaners who work through the early hours of the morning, making sure that the streets are cleaned of trash every day. I never really thought about how grateful I am for that service, which is done like clockwork every day. Thank you. Make sure you keep count of the people in service that you are grateful for, so that you know when you've reached the 10 people to thank. If you imagine sprinkling magic dust falling over the people when you thank them, you'll have a clear picture of what really happens in the invisible with the power of gratitude. With this picture in your mind, it will help you believe and know that the magic dust of gratitude really does reach people, and that it will be available to help them improve their lives. And every time you sprinkle magic dust over another person, it also returns to you in your life. If you're home today, sit down with a pen, journal, or on your computer, and go back in your mind recalling instances where people in service went out of their way for you. It may have been someone on the phone, or it may have been a tradesperson who was determined to resolve a problem for you. Maybe you received a great service from your mail person, the trash collectors, or recycling company, or a local store assistant. Make a written list of 10 instances where people in service helped you, and send magic dust by saying thank you to every one of them. And that is day 10's magical practice, magic dust everyone. We'll begin like we usually do with writing 10 blessings and why we're grateful. At the end of the list, going back, rereading each line and saying thank you, thank you, thank you for each blessing in your life. And then today, take an opportunity to think of 10 people who have performed a service for you. And whether in person or on paper or mentally, think of the service that they provided for you. Think of why it meant so much to you. And sprinkle magic dust by saying thank you. And then just before you go to bed tonight, hold your magic rock, thinking back through your day to find the best moment to be grateful for, and say thank you, thank you, thank you. And also in today's practice, there is a note to read ahead for day 11's practice, which is tomorrow. And I'll be doing that in a separate video, which I will post later on today. So be on the lookout for that, because tomorrow's practice begins as soon as you wake up. Thank you for going on this journey with me. May you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow.